So the big question floating around right now is how people go about making their videos on YouTube. So we decided to give you a step-by-step process in what we do to make all of our videos. Alright, so I'm going to show you the camera we use. I'm going to turn around in the mirror so you can see it. So this is our camera right here. We use standard, we just film basically on cassettes. You just open up the cassette port right here, and just standard cassette tapes, normal, like you would listen to, like music on.
Yeah. We actually buy them used, which keeps the cost down.
Yeah, we don't, because buying them new would cost a lot of money. So here we're taping over the Little Mermaid Disney soundtrack. But the video quality is pretty good. Yeah. I'd say. So you just enter that into the port here and close it, and you're ready to film.
So this is our main lens, and this is the viewfinder lens. We got flash up here, which we don't really tend to use in video. And turn around our viewfinder. Nice little two-view viewfinder.
It's kind of hard to see through it with the shitty camera I'm using right now.
And then this just folds down for easier storage. And it's also got a lanyard thing to put around your neck.
Okay, so here we got our computer going up.
It's a HP Pavilion 6350. It's pretty close to the supercomputers they have that they work on for special effects and Hollywood stuff.
So now that you've seen the equipment we use, we're going to go through and show you how we edit our videos. The basic program of choice is Windows Movie Maker, which I'd say it's probably the greatest program you can have for movie editing.
Yeah, it comes standard on Windows XP, so most people should have it too. So
I mean, it's probably got every effect that you would ever want, and you can do like effects that they use in like blockbuster movies. Like you can do stuff they did on The Matrix on this.
I actually think it is the standard for Hollywood right now.
I know Lucasfilms uses this to. They edited at least the last 2 Star Wars movies with this.
Yeah, for sure, the last 2.
Yeah, titles or credits. It'll put text titles right over the picture. You got video effects. You can video effects. You can like actually slow down the film. Yeah. So it looks like it's slow motion,
which is really advanced.
Yeah, most other video editing software don't use that, but this one does.
Yeah,
and that's why we use it. So what we do to start out our editing is we remove the tape from the camera, and then we carefully take the film out of the cassette.
You want to make sure you don't get fingerprints on it at all.
Yeah.
Because that'll ruin your shot. So
you want to use the utmost carefulness when removing the film.
And this goes for miles too, so.
But you want to be very delicate with it. You don't want it to get tangled up or anything, because that would cost you everything you filmed.
Yeah.
We know how that is, because we've had many a movie fail because of poor editing tactics. Then you just pop open the disk drive.
Usually, most times I'll just lay the actual tape up here, just for convenience, and then we put the film.
It's hard when you got trays that have holes in the middle, because then it'll just fall through.
That's one thing. Sometimes I'll wrap it around there, just to make sure it stays.
And then you just
we upload,
import it, and there you go.
Now it's on the computer, and we're free to edit.
So then once it completely uploads, you just hit capture from video device. It'll upload straight from the monitor, because it'll take it right through the disk port and put it up there. And then it'll bring up all these clips for you, and then you can just drag them right down here.
Save it onto the monitor, so you always have it there.
Yeah, you want it always saved on, and then you can click here, and it'll bring up the clip, and then you can.
Aquí nos vamos.
It is a risk putting that into your disc tray.
Yeah.
I will admit, sometimes it could get stuck. And there is a simpler way to do it. If you just have a normal scanner,
like this
one. There we go. Just set it across there, and then
make sure it's flat.
Yeah, it's got to be. Wait. Oh, Get stick to your fingers. There it goes.
There.
And then just shut it. Don't. Be careful not to wrinkle anything. But just throw that up there so it doesn't. And then we're going to import it. We use Adobe Photoshop. It's not as good as the standard paint program the computer comes with, but it's pretty fine. And the film should come up, and there you go. There's your film right there.
All you gotta do, you just gotta zoom in.
You only want one frame at a time. So I'm going to close in on this group of frames up here. So make sure that's highlighted up there. And then you hit scan now. So you have this frame up here, and what you want to do is you have the magnifying glass tool. So you get that going right there. And you want to zoom in on this baby. And you want to zoom in.
Keep going, you know.
It takes like a few hours to get into so close for each frame.
Yeah.
But I have one already set up, so I'm going to bring that up now.
Let's do that.
And once you're zoomed in enough, this is what the frame will look like. Then you take the unblur tool, and maybe sometimes you have to crop it and then add some more paint effects into it to make it look like a photorealistic picture.
Yeah.
And that takes a while too. And so we have one that's already finished. And once you're done, it'll look like this.
But sad thing, there's no way to export this picture from Photoshop to Movie Maker.
Right.
So what we do is we'll print out this picture and then scan it back into the scanner.
Right.
And upload that through Movie Maker.
So we want to go to print with preview, so you know what you're doing. You don't want it to be all screwed up.
And this is done with every frame in the video.
Yeah, you have to go through this entire process for each frame, and it is time consuming, but
it's worth it. You know?
It's totally worth it.
See, we set the quality up high for each one, so it takes a little bit to print, but I think in the end it's well worth it. So you see, here's our.
There you go, and you want to have the red stripes across it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have that, then it won't show up as well when you put it into Movie Maker.
Yeah, it helps the scanner to identify what's happening in this picture. Okay, face down, aligned with the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure the light's shining up at the top.
Right.
So that tells you it's ready.
Right.
And you close it.
And then you go ahead and you import the same way that you imported the strip of film. How many frames do you say we used in one video? Probably close to at least over
1,000.
Yeah, at least.
And
there you go.
There's our frame.
Perfect frame.
Ready to import.
And then you just drag it down to the right here. And then that's basically what you do for every frame. And when you're done, you're going to have a whole lot of frames just all in a row. And you want to make sure you drag this down so it's the smallest possible
size.
size.
Size is 5 seconds to play that picture, but you want 1/30th of a second.
So then, when you play them all together in excess, it'll look like it's running an actual film.
Yeah.
Once you have all of this done, the audio is nowhere to be found because
it's pictures we have.
Yeah, it's just the pictures. So what we have to do is record all the audio and mimic it as if we had actually recorded it while we filmed.
I took a couple Foley artist classes back in grade school, and it really helped us here.
Yeah. So we'll show you through that process right now. The program we prefer is called Sound Recorder, which you can't really zoom in because someone's nose grease again. And there you go. There it is right there. That's nice. Then all you do...
It's got a nice simple interface too.
Oh yeah, you got a big red dot right there, and that's basically all you click. And so then our microphone is built into the computer, which
is really nice.
Really awesome.
No calibrations you have to do or anything.
And so then you just hit record, and after a second, it'll start moving, and see our voice is being captured right now.
And
over here, it'll tell you how long you've been recording. Although I can't zoom in because of someone's nose crease.
We actually have somebody who copies down with a notebook all the sounds during our video, all of our lines, all the sounds that happen in the background, and we'll read that. We'll have a little script, and we'll read it into the microphone to add the sound for our videos. So all you guys, now how you know how it's done, we should have more videos on YouTube.
Yeah, we're hoping that with this video, more people will now know how to do it, and yeah, we'll inspire them to make some videos of their own.
So happy YouTubing.
Happy YouTubing.